Hello, and welcome back to Pump with Purpose. Happy day 6 of Black Breastfeeding Week. And so I realized this week in talking about the big pause, collective rest for collective power, I've talked a lot about collective rest, but I did not talk a lot about collective power. So I want to talk the last 2 days about collective power. Though today I want to talk about collective power in your household, and tomorrow I want to talk about collective power beyond. So today, I want to talk about collective power for your family unit, whatever that looks like. So for my family unit, you know how people talk about their significant others helping with pumping, washing pump parts, being involved in the pumping process? Well, as for me and my household, that does not happen. So, at first I probably may have felt a certain way about it, but I had to realize that every person is different. And so for my husband, he's not washing no pump parts. I don't even think he's touched my pump. So, I didn't get that husband that, was involved with my pumping process. But that does not stop him from being involved, because his support just looks different. And so I'm here to encourage you that, when you hear social media and talk to different people about how involved their partner is or is not, you have to take a moment to think about your situation and how it works best for you. So yes, I could be upset that my husband has never washed a pump part. He doesn't know how long I pump, when I pump. He just fed whatever bottle I gave to him to feed. And that is still support. That is still help. My husband still is not involved with what I do as far as my pumping journey. But when I need him to be there, he's there. When I need help with the kids, when I speak up and say, this is what I need today, this is what I need from you right now, he comes through. And that can be the focus instead of, sometimes thinking about all the things he may not do. Like right now, I contacted him around, I think it was 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like, when you gonna be home? Because I need to do something. I need to record. I need to get things done for the day. And he's like, why you ain't tell me this earlier? And I'm like, I'm telling you now. And he was pulling in, thankfully. And so, I have to be thankful. He immediately came home. I'm, putting something in the oven, but he immediately came home. The kids are downstairs with him in the basement. So if you hear some faint screams, that's what it is. But I definitely want to encourage you to not be, discouraged if your partner may not be as involved as you want. If you think about how they are involved and try to focus on that. Also, discussing your needs. It's something that I didn't do right away. I tried to do everything all the time. And that quickly changes when you have two. Now, one may be a little bit possible, but with two, no. I have to speak up and speak out with what I want. Speak up and speak out about my expectations, what I'm looking for, what I need from him. Of course, everything that I need may not always be fulfilled at the moment, but we have to work together. And we strive to work together as a family unit and discuss our needs. So for him, it's not one-sided. A lot of times I'm always like, this is what I need. But I know for me that it's good for him to get some of his needs out. And so for him, he likes to go to the gym. Now, it doesn't happen all the time every day, but he's like, this week, I need to be committed to going to the gym. And I'm like, okay. So, I know that is something that he needs. My husband is also a big extrovert. So he does need that time to reset with his friends. So he has a close friend. They get together, they may go to the gym once a week or hang out once a week, but he knows that in return, I need him home to help me with bedtime, and to help, get through the evening. So also making sure that each other's needs are met, because most of the time in a partnership relationship, your needs are different. What I need from him is different from what he needs from me. And so just being able to make sure that the other person is able to get some time into doing what they enjoy. And I also think working together is key. So working together in whatever that looks like. So if it is with the kids, if one of you say something, the other person can't just be like, nope, I'm going to do opposite, talking beforehand. And there may be times that, on the fly something happens, but, we try not to have those discussions in front of the kids. We wait until they go to bed. So I'm more of a address the situation at the moment, and I am learning in that is not the way to go when the kids are older and can understand what's going on. I table it and say, I'm going to talk about this later. And I also like to sleep on things sometimes. So if something bothers me and I go to sleep and it still bothers me, then it's something that I know that I want to address. Now, if the next day I have forgotten about it or it doesn't ruffle my feathers like it does in the moment because hormones are still real, then I won't address it. Or if it happens again, then I may address it later. But I think that, working together to be a family unit is key. And so my husband and I, we've been together for, think about it, 10 years. We've been married for 7 coming up in October. So it's not like, I've been married 25 years and have all this grand advice, because we still have work to do. But I just want to encourage, as new moms, as new family units, because kids change everything. You think marriage is rough before kids? Add some kids to the fact that marriage is just a drop in the bucket when it comes to kids and deciding how you want to manage it and looking at your, because everything you did or how you were raised may not be applicable into how you want to raise your kids. And so having conversations beforehand to kind of talk through, these are some things that I want to work on. These are some things that are non-negotiables for me. I want to make sure our family unit has in it. And forgetting some of the generational traumas or mistakes, or this is how it was done for me, so this means that I need to do it. No, doesn't really go like that. So, take some things from your childhood that was beneficial, but those things that you're dealing with and carrying as baggage, as much as you can, try to let them go. Try to really, figure out a way that those things that impacted you may not and hopefully won't impact your kids. And so just taking time as much as possible to discuss things, to talk through things, to, work through things, you and your partner. The more outside influences, social media or extended family gets involved, it gets more complicated. And so really taking time for you all to talk through what works well for you is what I find as a way to gain collective power in your household, because that is the key, is having that collective power, working together to be the family unit that you see for yourself. And so today I just came to you really briefly to just discuss having collective power, supporting each other in your partnership, and working together as much as possible to talk through things to make sure both people have some of their non-negotiables met if they need or want to have certain things. I think that it's good to talk through those things, as much as you can outside of in front of the kids, but also just being okay that your family unit is not going to look like someone else's family unit. If their husband washes all the dishes and cooks every meal, that ain't happening over here. So my husband does cook. Let me stop, because if he sees this and says, because Diana, I don't cook. So he does the meals, the prepping. He loves to grill out. We're a big, pasta family. So no, I don't cook, but I'm saying as far as, washing the dishes or all the household chores that may have to happen, he's not doing them. So he will help run the Roomba or something like that. Keep the cars clean and stuff like that is important to him. But he will wash the dishes after he cooked the big dishes or whatever that we, may not want to have in the dishwasher. But, overall, you can't go by, what you see as in this person may do this and feel lacking because of it, because your significant other just may do it differently. And that moment that you have to run up and take a shower really quickly while, they watch the kids, or kid, that's progress. That's help, and looking at support differently, that it may not look like a 100, and 10% involvement in your pumping journey, being able to have those breaks and those moments of self-care is also support. So I just wanted to pop on really quickly, and until next time with Pump with Purpose.